Hey everyone, we're back at it. 2 in 1 day. So we're going to be reviewing another lightweight operating system. So the last one I reviewed, Ghost Spectre, got 18,000 views, which I am still shocked about. I would have never expected to get that many views on a single YouTube video. So we're going to be reviewing another operating system. So this one is called RevioOS. So this one is basically just like Windows 10 Ghost Spectre. There is no pre-installed Microsoft bloatware on your computer. So that's pretty nice because it's not going to be taking up a lot of resources. So this operating system is more geared towards computers that just aren't robust and can't really handle a lot of modern day tasks. If we head on over into our task manager, we can see that I only gave this virtual machine 2 cores and 2 threads, and it's only using 5% of those 2 cores. And on idle, out of 4 gigabytes of RAM, it's only going to be using 1. That's lower than the past 4 Windows operating systems in the past 12 years. That's lower than 8, Windows 7, Windows 10. I mean, like, this, you aren't going to get this low of RAM on Windows 10. Like, there's no amount of optimizations you can do on stock Windows 10 to get this low of RAM utilization on idle. So that's another good thing with this operating system. So let's go over what's different. So one thing I don't like about this operating system is that there's no custom themes like there are with Windows 10 Ghost Spectre. Windows 10 Ghost Spectre is probably my favorite custom build just due to the fact that they have their own themes, their own wallpaper. Well, I mean, this does have its own wallpaper, but RevioOS just doesn't have its own theme. So what are some flaws in this operating system? First off, I would prefer if it came installed with a web browser like Firefox, because Internet Explorer is old and no one uses it anymore. So I actually have been doing that. I have created some of my custom ISOs that I just put Firefox as the pre-install web browser, because me personally, I just don't like Internet Explorer. It sucks, but it's still somehow better than Microsoft Edge. So I'm gonna dock a little bit of points because more custom ISOs should really be doing that. I would prefer if people would put Firefox on the lightweight installs, because Firefox is a open source web browser. It has good privacy, and it's just overall more lightweight than Chrome. So what's the first thing we get when we open up Internet Explorer? We get their website. So their website is revi.cc. So RevioOS inspires to create Windows, so you can just read it right here. So the main audience to this is actually gamers, just like Windows 10 Ghost Spectre. So from my experience, these lightweight operating systems provide way better gaming performance for lower end computers. If you have a high-end computer like me that has 32 gigabytes of RAM, a 8-core processor, and an RTX 3070, you're not going to be seeing that much of a performance increase in your frame rates per second. Mainly what you see in improvement is your 1% lows. So I get a lot of stuttering on my base Windows 10 installation, or I used to before I debloated it, because you have all the Microsoft bloatware running in the background. You have the Xbox Game Bar presence, you have Game DVR, you have Cortana, you have all that crap just running in the background that's just eating up at your performance. So with this build, there is no Cortana, there is no web search, which means that there is no connections going to your computer. And if we head on over to PowerShell real quick, we head on over to PowerShell. So yeah, another thing is UAC is disabled by default. So we type in net stat -b. This will tell us the connections that are on our computer. It will tell us our status if they're online or not. So this does not have drivers out of the box. So that's one thing. You're going to have to install your drivers manually. So that's one thing I don't like about this, but that is something that you will have to do if you want to get rid of Microsoft bloatware, because it was the same with Windows 7 and 8.1, because they have better privacy settings. From those operating systems, you had to go to your website. You have to go to your manufacturer's website, and you had to download their drivers. I actually prefer doing that because, one, you're not giving information to Microsoft, and 2, it can't connect all the Microsoft bloatware. So that's one thing about this operating system. You're going to have to install all your drivers online. Now, you're probably not going to have to install your sound drivers because it doesn't matter if you have the drivers installed or not. The way your sound works is it just connects to your motherboard, and then it connects to your headset. So you don't really have to install sound drivers. You might have to install microphone drivers, but other than that, you don't have to really do anything. So we also have these 3 links that we get. So what happens if we click on the first one? So let's just open an Internet Explorer. Do we have internet? Oh wow, we actually have internet. So okay, another thing. The default search engine on this operating system is actually DuckDuckGo, which I am very surprised in. Like, this is just a thumbs up right here. This operating system is really good with privacy. So before that they published this ISOs, they actually did shut up 10 into it. So practically what they did is they ran all the commands for shut up 10, which gets rid of all the Microsoft telemetry, and they also applied their own custom tweaks. So overall, I would rate this a 8 out of 10 so far, and we haven't really done that much tweaking. So let's head over to the website, revi.cc. Let's head on over to their website and see what it looks like. So performance. So this is a very professional website. This looks very legit, and this is just overall, they put so much effort into this operating system and their website. This is just incredible. So it even gives over, the privacy settings. So it tells you exactly what they delivered, what they got rid of, exactly what they did. So it goes over the performance, the privacy, the stability. And you also have a lot of stuff. So they also even have their own Discord server, which you can join. I'm probably going to be joining the Discord server just because of how good this operating system is. Now, I wouldn't install this as my daily driver just due to the fact that I actually have to use a lot of the Microsoft bloatware like Teams, Skype, and all that. So this really isn't meant for me. But if you just have a computer, a pretty lower-end computer, I would totally recommend installing this operating system. It is very nice and very lightweight. You could also go with Windows 10 Go Spectre. Both of those operating systems are fantastic choices, and both of them have been proven to be safe. So let's go over how I know for a fact that this is most likely safe. If we head on over to our PowerShell as administrator and type in netstat-b, this gives over everything that is trying to connect to the internet. So this is how I identify viruses with cracked software to see if you have a keylogger in your computer. I do it with my mom's, I do it on my virtual machine. So as we can see, this is your local address. This isn't your real IP address. So if you don't feel comfortable with the process that is running, you can just copy and paste it. You can copy and paste. So yeah, they actually did a lot of work with Internet Explorer because this does not have any hint of the Microsoft bloat within Explorer. So we can just type in what is iExplorer.exe, and then it will tell us security rating is the main executable of the Internet Explorer browser from Microsoft. So this is the only web-based service running within our entire operating system. So if there was a keylogger or any form of data collecting or spying malware, there would be more things running in the background, more shady things. I can't really name off what exactly would be running. It would just be a combination of random letters and keys. So we can see that there is nothing going on within the operating system. So there's no keyloggers, because that wouldn't really make no sense to have a keylogger that isn't web-based, because it would just be saving all your keystrokes to your computers and they would have no access to it. So that really gets rid of the possibility of there being a keylog. So this doesn't 100% confirm that there's no malware. But another thing that I like to do is heading on over to View and then show hidden files, going over to Program Data, going over to Microsoft, and then checking here real quick, because this is in a hidden file, which there can also be malware. So Program Data is a by default hidden file, which malware likes to hide in. So first off, we checked there. No, there's no suspicious files. So if we head on over to our run and type %local app data and then another %, that will open here. Then you just head on back to app data. So this is where most malware hides, is within the app data folder. So a lot of malware likes to hide in here due to the fact that this is this is like the least common folder. No one goes to app data. No one stores stuff here. So if we head on over to roaming, we have Adobe Flash Player that comes pre-installed on every Windows to this day for no reason. I don't know why. And then we just have our basic Windows files here. Local. So yeah, there's nothing out of the ordinary here. This is a Windows 10 Ghost Vector thing, not Ghost Vector, but so yeah. So this is a critical file for Windows to run. Temp. Sorry. So here's what you are going to find in your temporary. So you have a lot of the run times and all that. Okay, so there's nothing malicious in here at all. So you just have this. So a way that we can tell is if there could potentially be malware. So say you don't feel safe with this, for example, and you don't feel safe with that. So you want to head on over to Internet Explorer. Then you want to head on over to a website called VirusTotal. VirusTotal. I don't want Avast. That sucks. VirusTotal. Here we go. And then we're going to run. Where did that thing go? Right here. Gotta put that in. Yes. Okay, I want to scan this. Alright, so I'll get back with you guys when I scan this file. So that was actually just for example. So this is a VMware critical file. So VMware is a type of virtual based I am using. I'm not using VirtualBox. I prefer VMware. So this right here is a file that runs within VMware. This actually will not appear if you install this on real hardware, only on VMware Workstation Pro. So as we can see, we went through the main places where malware would be, and there's no indication of malware. So like 98% of the time, if you install like a malware infested ISO, 99% of the time we would have found malware just by doing those 4 things. But we didn't. So there's a big team who works on this, and we also know who the developer is. So I'm taking my guess in saying this is 100% safe, just like Windows 10 Ghost Vector. I would 100% recommend this operating system because it is very, let me just go into Task Manager one more time and show you real quick. 20%, 1.3 gigabytes of RAM. That is less than you're gonna get on a base Windows 8.1 install, Windows 7 install, Windows 10 install, Windows 11 install. Who the hell uses that operating system? Or a base Windows 10 install. So this is a very lightweight operating system, and this will definitely shine life into your computer. So this is basically an alternative to Windows 10 in my opinion. So this basically is where you draw the ground between Windows 10 and Linux. So say you need Microsoft Word, just something that's proprietary to Windows. I would recommend running one of these lightweight operating systems so you can get away from all the Microsoft spying and you can save all your computer resources. So I would rate this operating system a solid 10 out of 10. I really like it and I enjoy it. Well, that's going to be all for the video. I will see you guys in the next. If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, leave in the comments what I can do to do better. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.